I don't feel tardy. Yeah, time to take you to school. Hurd class.
Learn music,
Hurd class.
notation,
Hurd class.
sight reading,
Hurd class.
theory, not to mention history. So open your ears, lose your fears, and get ready to learn to read music. Hurd's class.
Welcome to Hurd's class, episode 10, in which we discover ledger lines. Ledger lines are no mystery. It's the same alphabet above and below the staff. So if you've learned how to go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and G, F, E, D, C, B, A, you'll be ready for this lesson. Okay, so here we go. So, E, the bottom line of the staff. Every good boy does fine. Every. E. The note below E, D, C, B, A. Again, if you start with this idea of G, F, E, D, C, B, A, E, D, C, B, A. E, D, C, B, A. A. Want to keep going down? A, G, F. A. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G above the staff. A, first line above the staff. B, C, second line above the staff. D, E, F, G. So, what are we getting at? Well, you start at the top of the staff. F. Top line. F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So if we start at the top line of the staff, this idea of every other letter, the lines. Remember we said A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Then we learned how to go every other letter. A, C, E, G, B, D, F. A, C, E, G, B, D, F. A, C, E, G, B, D, F. So, this leads us to this idea of how do you read? Well, it turns out reading is a skill that's based on distance. It's based on spatial awareness. It's based on this idea of seeing the distance between notes. And that's what we call reading intervallically. And you're like, what do you mean reading intervallically? Well, intervals are the distance between notes. So when you start to see that going from, for example, if we started on, I don't know, G of G clef, and we went from G, B, D, G to B, line, skip a line, next line. That's a fifth. That distance will always be a fifth. It could be from A, second space, third space, top space, A to E. That's going to be a fifth. Anytime you go from a line to a line. For example, F to A. F to A. Top line to the line above the staff. F to A is a third. When you start seeing the space, you start being aware of the distance between those notes. And good musicians read intervallically. It means that when we're exposed to different clefs, it doesn't really matter because we can see the shape of the line, the contour, if you will, of the line, and you begin to read based on that idea, that most basic idea that music looks like it sounds. And because music looks like it sounds, it's easy to read, provided you give yourself this idea at the beginning of, I'm going to be aware of the distance between notes. So when you go above the staff, here's F. We talked about A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We talked about, can you go every other note? A, C, E, G, then what? B, D, F. So that's a sequence we need to be able to get in our head. A, C, E, G, B, D, F. A, C, E, G, B, D, F. Or if you start down here on the line, A, C, E, G, B, D, F. So to figure out ledger lines, if you have a difficult one, like one that's way above the staff, top line of the staff, F. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. So that line right there would be B. A lot of the times what we'll see is that it's not necessary to read that many ledger lines because of the idea of using something called 8VA, where if we're reading up here, the person who's doing the transcription is going to write 8VA, octave, and that means to play above what's written by 1 octave. Or, conversely, if it's down here, 8VA, basso, it would be 1 octave below where it's written. So, thanks for spending time with me today, learning about ledger lines in Hurd's class, episode 10. And I look forward to teaching you about chords in the near future. And we'll be back soon.
Hurd class.
Learn music,
Hurd class.
notation,
Hurd class.
sight reading,